James chapter 4 verses 13 to 17. Go to now, ye that say, today or tomorrow we will go into such a city, and continue there a year, and buy and sell and get gain. Whereas ye know not what shall be on the morrow. For what is your life? It is even a vapor that appears for a little time, and then vanishes away. For that ye ought to say, if the Lord will, we shall live, and do this or that. But now ye rejoice in your boastings. All such rejoicing is evil. Therefore to him that knows to do good, and does it not, to him it is sin. We all have a tendency to make plans without thinking about the fact that the future is uncertain. We get so caught up in our own ambitions and goals that we forget that things don't always go as planned. This can lead to overconfidence, where we start to think that we're in control of everything. We make big plans, expecting that they'll all work out, without stopping to consider what might go wrong. Our plans become all about what we want to achieve rather than what God wants for us. We start to rely on our own strength and abilities rather than seeking guidance from God. This mindset can be really damaging because it leads us to trust in ourselves rather than in God's sovereignty. As we read through James 4 verses 13 to 17, it's clear that the author is warning us against this kind of thinking. He's telling us to be humble, to recognize that our lives are fleeting, and that we should approach our plans with a mindset of dependence on God. The verses are quite straightforward, but they're also really challenging. They force us to confront our own arrogance and self-reliance, and to consider whether our plans are really aligned with God's will. We see this played out in the way James talks about life as a mist that appears for a little while and then vanishes. This is a powerful reminder that our time on this earth is short, and that we should make the most of it by seeking God's will. The fact that our lives are fleeting should give us a sense of urgency and humility, and should encourage us to approach our plans with a sense of dependence on God. The more we delve into these verses, the more we realize that they're not just about planning for the future, but about living in the present. They're about being mindful of God's presence in our lives, and about seeking to honor Him in everything we do. This requires a fundamental shift in our mindset from one of self-reliance to one of dependence on God. As we reflect on James 4 verses 13 to 17, we are reminded that life is fleeting, and that we should approach our plans with a mindset of dependence on God. This passage is a powerful warning against the dangers of overconfidence and self-reliance, and it encourages us to cultivate a sense of humility and trust in God's sovereignty. We're reminded that our plans are not our own, but should be aligned with God's purpose. We should approach our plans with a sense of humility, recognizing that our lives are fleeting and that we're not in control. We should seek God's will in everything we do and trust in His sovereignty. By doing so, we can ensure that our plans are aligned with God's purpose, and that we're living a life that honors Him. In summary, James 4 verses 13 to 17 is a powerful reminder of the importance of humility and dependence on God. It encourages us to approach our plans with a mindset of trust in God's sovereignty, and to recognize that our lives are fleeting. Let me know what you think about this passage in the comments below. And don't forget to check out my other video on biblical wisdom for more insights on living a life that honors God. Thank you for watching.